If you are sick of wondering why everybody and their mom is switching brokerages to Real Broker, you're going to want to listen to today's video until the very end, because I'm going to tell you exactly why today. I do Zoom calls on a very consistent basis. I had back-to-back Zoom calls today and back-to-back Zoom calls yesterday, all with new agents that are joining Real Broker. It is the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the world, and for good reason. And today, I'm going to share with you some things that if you're even considering switching, you're going to want to know. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. I'm a real estate agent in the beautiful state of Oregon, and I love getting to chat with real estate agents. I talk to real estate agents all the time who are thinking about switching to Real Broker. I do these Zoom calls often. If you want to hop on a Zoom call with me to see if Real Broker might be a good fit for you or not, shoot me an email. I will put my email in the description. Okay, so I've done whole videos before about the technology, so I'm not going to go too in depth here, but I will say Real Broker not only has the most forward 2026 technology in the real estate industry, but it's not only advanced, it's also simplified. It is extremely simple and easy to use. We have an app at Real Broker that you get access to your own app. Once you join the company, you can pull this app up. You can see from this app exactly how close you are to reaching your cap, all the information for your current transactions, like everything for your business is just right there in this one spot. So simple, streamlined, and easy. Not only that though, there's more to talk about with the technology. I'm just going to leave it at that and say it's the most advanced, but it's also the easiest to use. But on top of that, we have access to a CRM system called Lofty. It used to be Chime. You may have heard of it. This CRM system is usually $500 a month. If you join Real, you get access to it for $40 a month if you choose to. It is yours. You own it. You are not, it's not the brokerages. Like so many brokerages, their CRM systems, they own them. So when you leave the brokerage, they keep all your contacts, all of that. Like you own the CRM system. But this CRM system that you have access to through Real Broker is literally life-changing. One of the things that agents that I talk to love about this CRM system is that everything is in one space. Here's what I mean by that. I chose to make my website, vettresscrawfordrealty.com. It's nothing fancy, but it's efficient. I chose to make it through Lofty. I choose to make it through our CRM system, Lofty, instead of, going through a different platform that maybe it would look better, that type of thing. I choose to stick with Lofty. And the reason was because when somebody goes onto my website at 1 a.m. and I'm asleep, this website gives me access to an AI assistant who is going to capture that lead, pre-qualify that lead, immediately add them to my CRM system and put them and send them follow-up messages. And then I can go back the next day and look at their conversation, and she's literally pre-qualifying them better than I would have. The CRM system has a calendar link that automatically can be synced with your actual calendar, so people can book with you from this calendar link, which is actually really cool because you don't have to have Calendly separately, whatever that, I'm not saying it right, but whatever, you know what I mean? You don't have to have that separately. It's all in one spot. Not only that, but when you make a website through Lofty, everything is in one space. You get access to the AI. The follow-up is amazing. My AI assistant, for example, if someone books an appointment with me or just goes onto my website and is looking at houses, my AI assistant's automatically going to reach out to them and send them a text. It is just amazing and really, really simplifies your business. The next thing that people are loving about Real Broker is that how you run your business is up to you. Our last brokerage required that we listed our houses at 6% for a very long time. Not when we left anymore. They were done with that. But for a very long time, it was required we took listings at 6%. And even when we left, though, they had pretty strict requirements as to how low we were able to discount the listings that we took. Now, I know discounting listings isn't for everyone, and we are not discount agents. We don't go around just discounting all our listings, so I hope you know that. However, if you have a situation where it's a really competitive for sale by owner or expired listing, or this happens to us a lot, like a family member is listing their house and you want to give them a discount, you're able to. At our last brokerage, we weren't able to. Here, you have that freedom to run your business how you want to run your business. The next thing that agents love about Real Broker is the branding is up to you. Okay, there's obviously some requirements on your branding, some requirements. You can find that on the Real Broker website. However, my last brokerage, for example, all of our marketing had to be in a very specific one shade of purple, everything. All of the things had to have the same exact font. Like, there was such strict guidelines. At Real Broker, you can brand yourself and start growing your brand and stop branding and growing your brokerage's brand. The next thing about joining Real Broker is you get a sponsor. Now, I won't go in depth on this. If you don't know what that is, I have an entire playlist called Real Broker Explained over on my YouTube channel. Go find that. However, when you join Real Broker, you get to name someone as your sponsor. That means they will then have a vested interest in your success at the company, okay? When you're joining Real, if you want to grow a network, you should probably sign up with a sponsor that is growing a network or has grown a network. If you want to do video marketing, you should probably join with a sponsor who does video marketing. If you love open houses, you should join with an agent. You should probably sign up with a sponsor who loves open houses. That's not me, by the way. I do video marketing. I have a large and growing network, but I don't do open houses. So what I'm trying to say is, your sponsor is going to be somebody who you have in your pocket, who's in your corner. You can ask them questions and pick their brain and be like, hey, I know you get a lot of business from video marketing. How can I get started? Or what do you think about this? Like, they're there to help guide you. And I would pick a sponsor based off of, are they doing the things I want to do? Like, that's how I would pick someone. That's just my advice. If you want to grow a network, find a sponsor that's growing a network. The next thing you want to know about joining Real is, when does your cap begin and end? So your cap starts at the time that you join the brokerage. If you join in May 1st, it's going to be your anniversary a year. So your cap will restart the next year on May 1st, if that makes sense. It's not the new year. Something that I think it's really important to ask yourself before you join Real Broker is, how do you plan to get business? Especially if you're a new agent. How do you plan to get business? If you plan to utilize video marketing of absolutely any kind, whether that is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, any video, you need to be at Real Broker. If you plan to use YouTube marketing, you need to be at Real Broker. If you plan to use social media marketing, you need to be at Real Broker. If you plan to do some more old school, less high-tech methods, you don't need to be at Real Broker. But you can be, because they're going to have training on that too. But they have the best training on the entire industry when it comes to video marketing, social media marketing, those type of things. That's what they're known for. Last but not least, Real Broker has rules in their ICA, their independent contractor agreement, stating that when someone joins you at Real Broker, like say you named me as your sponsor, you put my name in your ICA, your independent contractor agreement, which, by the way, if you do, let me know. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to be your sponsor, but I would love to talk to you and connect with you too. I am not allowed to say, for example, if you join me, I'm going to give you a free training course. Or if you join me, I'm going to give you access to my exclusive mastermind that I do every week that's only for those in my downline. There is verbiage in the independent contractor agreement that says we are not allowed to do certain things when it comes to sponsorship, because they want to keep the reputation different from the reputation is, unfortunately, at other cloud-based brokerages that have a similar model. They see the value in the model. They see the revenue share model has a lot of benefits and perks to everyone involved, the company as well as the sponsor and the sponsee. Everyone has benefits for it, but they don't want to muddy the culture and they don't want to get that like recruitment heavy style. I don't know if you're catching my drift. So there's rules about that, but your sponsor can and should have vested interest in your success at the company. So it's kind of a gray area there. However, agents that I sponsor do reach out to me and I'm happy to help. I know a lot of agents at the company will say they're too busy. They're not really willing to help at all. I'm happy to help. I always say, like, I'll get back to you within 24 business hours, and I'm happy to do so. But that's just like my personal, how I run things. However, I get emails, on a consistent basis from agents that I sponsor. And unless I'm, on vacation, on a cruise ship, I will get back to you within 24 business hours with your questions, and I'm happy to help. But as far as like the downline goes, adding people to your downline, being a sponsor, people joining you at Real Broker, we're not allowed to make those promises because Real is enough. Real Broker is enough. What Real Broker has to offer is enough. That is the value proposition. And it really is that culture at Real Broker where like agents helping agents. That's a big motto. One Real. Like that, those are things you hear at Real, and it really is the culture where if an agent, like if I wanted to reach out to an agent who I am not in their network, but they're at Real, they're gonna help me. They're gonna spill their secrets. They're gonna tell me what I need to hear. Like they're gonna tell me what I'm asking for, the information if they're able to. And that really is the culture. It's not so much this like gatekeeping. I'll only tell you my tips if you're in my downline. My tips, what's working for me is only exclusive for those in my downline, if that makes sense. So we're not allowed to make those promises, but Real is enough. The value proposition at Real is enough. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell because I've come on here consistently talking about all things real estate related.